Good morning friend, welcome to the another series from the trigonometry, and today we are going to continue the inverse trigonometry function. Few of the trigonometry, the definition and some of the properties of inverse trigonometry function we have already discussed in the previous lecture. So in this lecture I am just going to show you few more examples. So in previous lecture we already have discussed that if sine theta equal to x, then by definition this theta equal to sine inverse of x, and this is called inverse of trigonometry function. So in such a way all the six ratios exist. So we also have discussed some properties like sine inverse of sine theta is equal to theta. This property hold for every ratio, right? The second properties, few more properties that we already have discussed is we have seen that this is equal to theta. So today actually we are more constantly, or I wanted to discuss this property that we have proof in last lecture, that tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equal to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, and also this is equal to if x into y is if x into y is less than 1, right, and it is equal to tan inverse, pi plus tan inverse of the same thing here if x and y is greater than 1. Similarly, we have discussed that tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y equal to tan inverse of x minus y upon 1 plus xy. Okay, so that's how we also have seen proof of this example. Now I am going to show you how to solve the example using these properties. So the first example that I want to discuss is, I am just writing it here, example. So tan inverse of 1 plus tan inverse of x is given 0, and I want to find value of x. Okay, so now the solution that I'll write it as so tan inverse of 1, first of all I will find out the value of tan inverse of 1, the principal value of tan inverse of 1. You can use calci or without calci. I know that tan 45 degree is 1, so 45 degree equal to tan inverse of 1 by definition. So tan inverse of 1 is equals to 45 degree, or pi by 4 we can write. So therefore I am writing it as tan inverse of 1 plus tan inverse of x equal to 0. So this is pi by 4 plus tan inverse of 0 equal to 0. Sorry, I forget that it's not visible to you. Okay. Now took this pi by 4 to this side, what will I get? Tan inverse of x equal to 0 minus pi by 4, which is equal to minus pi by 4. So by definition of inverse function, this x will equal to tan of minus pi by 4, tan of minus pi by 4, and we all know that tan minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. So I am applying the same property, and I'll get here that x equal to minus tan pi by 4, and the value of tan pi by 4 is 1, that we already know is equal to minus 1. So that's how I find out value of x. Okay, now Next example is, I want to find value of tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3. So you can directly find out the principal value of these two separately and just add it. But right now I will show you by using the property that we have just discussed, that tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y equal to tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, and this property hold if x is 0 greater than positive, y is positive, and x into y is less than 1. So this condition I need to check if I want to apply the property here, and if x into y is greater than 1, then I need to add pi here. I'll add pi here. So if I compare this tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 with this, so I'll find out that this I can take as x and this I can take as y. So is 1 by 2 is positive? Yes, it is positive. Is 1 by 3 greater than 0? Yes, it is positive. Now I'll find out x into y, which is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, which is equal to 1 by 6, and this is less than 1. Right? This product is less than 1. So we will use this first property. So therefore this tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So this is equal to tan inverse of, just cross multiply, 3 plus 2 upon 6 upon 1 minus 1 by 6, which is equal to tan inverse of 5 by 6 upon 6 minus 1 upon 6, that is tan inverse of 5 by 6 upon 5 by 6. This is cancel. So tan inverse of 1. Okay, and the value of tan inverse of 1 is equal to pi by 4 or 45 degree. So that's how I find out this tan inverse of 1 by 2 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 equal to pi by 4. Okay, now similarly I want you to find out this value, tan inverse of 1 by 4 plus tan inverse of 2 by 9. Find out this value. Just pause the video here and find it out, and let me know what value you got. Okay. Another type of problem that we can have on this property is prove that or show that kind of problem. So here I want to show that tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus tan inverse of 1 by 13 is equal to cot inverse of 9 by 2 or tan inverse of 2 by 9. So that thing I need to show here. Now I will just take LHS. How I will show it? Tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus tan inverse of 1 by 13. Now it is similar to tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. So my first task is I need to check this value as positive and product of this value. If it is greater than 0, I need to write the same formula that if it is less than 0, then I will write same formula that I used in previous lecture, and if it is greater than 0, I need to add pi there, right? So now this 1 by 7, is it positive or greater than 0? Yes, it is positive. 1 by 13 is also greater than 0. Now 1 by 7 into 1 by 13, the product is whatsoever the product is, but it is less than 1, okay, because the denominator is greater than 1. So I will use the first formula, which is nothing but tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 by 7 into 1 by 13. Okay, so what will I get? tan inverse of 13 plus 7 divided by 13 into 7 upon 1 minus 1 upon 13 into 7, which is 91. So it is equal to tan inverse of 17, 18, 19, 20 upon 91 divided by 91 minus 1 upon 91. Just the simple calculations that we have discussed in fraction and all. So tan inverse of 20 upon 91 upon 90 upon 91. Okay. Now this I can write it as 20 upon 91 multiply by 91 upon 90. This 91 I can write here. This get cancelled. This 0 get cancelled, and I get tan inverse of 2 by 9, which I wanted to show. The one value is tan inverse of 2 by 9. Now how will I show cot inverse of 9 by 2? So I am going to use one more property that we have seen, that tan inverse of x is equivalent to cot inverse of 1 upon x. So what will be the value of this? Tan inverse of 2 by 9 will equal to cot inverse of 1 upon 2 by 9, and this 1 upon 2 by 9 we can write as cot inverse of 9 by 2. Okay, so that's how we prove it. So I hope you understand it. If you have any problem or any kind of clarification, just let me know in the comment section. Now just pause this video a little bit and try to solve this. Tan inverse of 2 by 11 plus tan inverse of 7 by 24 is equal to cot inverse of 2. You need to show this example. So prove that. Okay. Just try to solve this. Let me know how much you are able to solve it. Okay, we have one more property for the sine and cosine inverse function, which I am writing here. So sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is equal to sine inverse of x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square. Okay. Similarly, sine inverse of x minus sine inverse of y equal to sine inverse of x root 1 minus y square minus y root 1 minus x square. Okay. Second property is cos inverse x plus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse x into y, and if plus is here then minus sign will be here, root 1 minus x square into root 1 minus y square. That's the difference only. And cos inverse x minus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse x into y plus root 1 minus x square into root 1 minus y square. Okay, so that's the property. Let's just have a look at the example. So first thing that I want to find out the value of sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 8 by 17, and I wanted to find out this value. So simply I need this property that I just wrote here, where my x and y are these values. So by property I write here sine inverse x plus sine inverse y equal to sine inverse x into root 1 minus y square plus y into root 1 minus x square. Okay, so sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 8 by 17. This will equal to sine inverse, this is my x, this is my y, just replace the value here, 4 by 5 root 1 minus 8 by 70 square plus 8 by 70 into root 1 minus 4 by 5 square. So this I get as sine inverse of 4 by 5 into root 1 minus 64 upon 289 plus 8 by 17 into root 1 minus 16 upon 25. Okay, this is equal to sine inverse of 4 by 5 into root, just cross multiply and solve it. Okay, so it's giving me sine inverse of, I just use calculator to solve it, you can also use the same, 15 upon 17 plus 8 by 17 into 3 by 5, which is equal to sine inverse of 60 upon 85 plus 24 upon 85, which is equal to sine inverse of 84 upon 85, and that's the value that I got. So therefore I write here sine inverse 4 by 5 plus sine inverse 8 by 17 is equal to sine inverse 84 upon 85. Okay, so I hope you are getting the idea. It's very simple actually. Similarly, I wanted you to find out the values, which is okay. The next example, try to solve this example. It's straightforward that this property we have just discovered, or we write the value of this property. So just substitute the value of x and y and try to calculate it. Now next example is cos inverse 4 by 5 minus sine inverse 5 by 13, and I need to show that it is equal to cos inverse 63 upon 65. So in this example, I have a property for cos inverse x plus cos inverse y, or sine inverse x plus sine inverse y, right? So I need to convert any one of these cos or sine into the opposite one. So suppose if I wanted to convert, so I am just taking here LHS equal to cos inverse 4 by 5 minus sine inverse 5 by 13. Now I am going to find the equivalent form of sine inverse of 5 by 13 in the form of cosine angle. So I am just considering sine inverse 5 by 13 equal to theta. So 5 by 13 equal to sine theta, inverse, by the definition of inverse function. Now we know that cos theta is equal to root 1 minus sine square theta. So that is equal to root 1 minus, and value of sine theta is 5 by 13. So 5 by 13 square. What will I get? Root 1 minus 25 upon okay, so I am just solving it. 169 minus 25 divided by 169, which is equal to 144 divided by 169, and when I take out of the sign, it will be 12 by 13. So that is the value of cos theta. So therefore theta equal to cos inverse of 12 by 13. And here I have assumed the cos theta equal to sin inverse of 5 by 13, and here I got theta equal to cos inverse of 12 by 13. So therefore I got that sin inverse of 5 by 13 is actually equivalent to cos inverse of 12 by 13. Okay, now in the given example I'll just replace the value here. So what will I get? I will get cos inverse 4 by 5 minus cos inverse 12 by 13. And now just apply the formula for cos inverse x minus cos inverse y, which is equal to, so cos inverse x minus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse of, okay, so that's the property. Now I am applying this property here. So what will I get? Cos inverse of 4 by 5 into 12 by 13 minus root 1 minus 4 by 5 square into 1 minus 12 by 13 square. So do the calculation. I'll get cos inverse of, okay, so I'll just replace the value with this thing, cos inverse of 12 by 13, and the property is like this that I have wrote here. I'm just substituting the value. So I will get cos inverse of, my x is 4 by 5 and y is 12 by 13. So I'm just replacing it. So just replace the value and it on a fresh page. It will equal to cos inverse of 48 upon 65 plus 3 into 5 upon 5 into 3. So I'll get cos inverse of 48 plus 15 divided by 65, 5 into 13, sorry, which is equal to cos inverse of 63 upon 65, and that's what I wanted to show here, okay, in this show that column. So that's how we solve the problems by using these kind of properties. Just try a few more examples. So just try these examples that I have written here. Try them out. This kind of example we already seen in this lecture. Now here just find out its equivalent sine inverse form, and then find out tan equal to sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, so by using this thing, find out the tan inverse of this value, equivalent value, and then apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. So I hope you understand and enjoy the lecture. That's what I want to discuss in the inverse trigonometry series. Just remember the property and solve the problem. Happy solving to all of you. Till then, have a nice day. Bye. Thank you very much for watching.